Untitled Tarot, and today I will be doing a reading for Leos, okay? This is for any placements of Leo you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms. Heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you when I got you. Now, I use Radleigh Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck. I'll also mention when it's important for you to utilize your own intuition. And with that being said, let's get into the cards, my fellow Leos. I'm a Leo rising myself. So, the first set starts off with the King of Winter. Now, the King of Winter would be the King of Swords. And it says, this King of Winter is a knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, and unemotional individual. It says, get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking, unemotional relationships. This is more in regards to work, right? Just the way that you would generally interact with people at work. Or it could be a boss. One or the other. It might be you or it might be someone else. Right? Then you have the Three of Autumn. Now the Three of Autumn talks of follow your passion when it comes to your career, be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. Well, I just got another suggestion, which is that this person could be a boss, could be a professional, like an advisor of some sort, and they're kind of cold, and you're like, you know what, so this might even be a family member. You might see them and you're like, okay, I want something else for my own reality, so I'm going to do this. You can do that and have fun with it, but I'm going to do this, okay? And that's where the Three of Autumn comes. So you're following your passion when it comes to your career because you see it in this person, the King of Winter, and to you, they're excessively cold, and you're like, yeah, I'd rather not deal with that. So I'm going to follow my own light and light, which is why the next card is the Two of Winter, which talks with the Two of Swords, which says, indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellect and the emotional. So you see this King of Winter and you're like, so you might be very convincing and you might have a lot of weight in your family or in your group of friends or in your profession, but you're like, I don't know about this. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to stick with this. You know, I wanted something else for me, but you're like stuck in between the head and the heart, right? At this point, and so you are going back and forth between ideas. And I feel like at some point you're going to have the courage to tell this King of Winter that you're going back and forth between ideas. And for a little bit, it's going to create a Five of Spring situation, which is the Five of Wands. It says, opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. This King of Winter is overly ambitious, wants you to take... What I'm getting is that this King of Winter would like you to take the reins after he retires. And you're like, no. That's where the whole misunderstanding starts. Because you're like, you know what, I see, this is very similar to the Aries reading, which is, I see where you're coming from. I notice the reality that you've created for yourself, and it's fine for you, but that ain't fine for me. So, excuse me if I say nay for now, but I want to avoid this reality as much as possible. So, That's why I'm going towards what makes me laugh, what makes me smile, what makes me joyful. I'm going towards the Three of Cups. I'm going towards the Three of Summer. My happiness, right, says news worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish. Now, this could be two things, right? So the first thing is that this might be what you're going towards, or this might be after the Five of Spring situation. This might be what comes out of it. You know, you might cut yourself off from this King of Winter for a little while, and you're like, no, I'm going to do my thing, okay? So I'm going to go my way. Yeah. And I'm going to do my thing, and that's what you're going to do. That's what you're doing. And because you're doing your own thing, and you're following your own passion, even though there might be some difficulty that comes along the way, you're definitely moving into the Six of Winter. Now, the Six of Winter talks of the Six of Swords, which says positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. Yes, things are definitely shifting, not because of what others said, but because of what you followed, right? I mean, I did something like that. This weekend, I sat down with my grandpa, and it wasn't chess. It was the other one. It was the rounds, the circles. I can't remember what it was called. And he was giving me suggestions, and I wasn't listening to his suggestions, except if I felt like following his suggestions, I would follow them, but because they were just suggestions, but for the most part, I didn't. And oddly enough, even with all of his suggestions of all these years of practice at the game, I still won every single game because I followed my intuition. Well, it was... I'm not saying that I'm happy I put him down. No, what I'm saying is that, you know what, sometimes following your intuition is more beneficial to you than it would be for anything else, right? So then you have the Strength card, which is Leo energy, right? So it says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. So yes, as I was saying, other people are going to suggest tons of stuff, but it is up to you to decide when it's time to listen to suggestions and when it's time for you to listen to your intuition. Yep, because the only thing that is going to get you to where you want to be is your Four. The only thing that is going to get you to your Four of Spring, your Four of Wands, your happy place, is your intuition. No one else's, because everyone else's intuition is helping them, not necessarily helping you. Right? Now the next card is the Six of Autumn. And the Six of Autumn talks of the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. Yes. You are definitely going in the right direction, even if what other people are saying, you're not listening to it. You're doing you, right? You're doing what's right for you. And because of that, now for the second set, okay, you are definitely tapping into publicly recognized success. You are definitely tapping into publicly recognized success with the Six of Wands pointing towards the right, which to me means that they are not only happening in the future, but they might be happening quickly. But I don't know how fast this will come in, but if you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point, it's definitely coming in, is what I'm getting. Now you have the Hermit card, which is Virgo energy. It talks of find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So you see that you're winning your stuff. You know what you're doing. You know how to tap into your intuition. And so you're like, you know what? I think I need to take a little bit of time by myself to figure out what I want to do instead of having others dictate stuff to me, and then sometimes I might win, but sometimes I might not. I don't know. But I'm going to follow my intuition, and I'm going to work on strengthening that instead of relying on others. Okay. Then you have the Unity card, which is Taurus energy, which would be the Hierophant in this deck. It says, do the right thing for the right reasons, compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, a spiritually minded community. This card did come up in the Aries reading, so that's why it's very similar. So, yeah. So you're deciding to not listen to what other people are saying and go with your own intuition. And if you do that, you will definitely find the right people for you, the people who are jiving at your vibration, right? Then you have the Release card. Now the Release card is the Death card in this deck, which is Scorpionic energy, which talks of let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities, time to move on. Yes. Yes. It's awesome because you're letting go of what no longer serves you and you're moving towards what really serves you, right? You really serves you. With the Balance card, which is Temperance in this deck, it says, take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution, take your time, there's no need to rush. You are listening to what other people are saying, you're taking them as a suggestion, as a grain of salt, to really, what I'm getting is like puzzle pieces, and then you're going to see how they all fit together, and if they do fit together, then you're going to keep them. If not, next. Okay, so the Balance card, which is Temperance, is Sagittarian energy, if I have not mentioned that before. Then you have the Sun card, which is Leo energy, which also came out in the last reading, in the Aries' reading. So yeah, the Sun card is the happiest card in this deck. So you are doing all of this in order for you to obtain your happiness, right? And so it's not necessarily, you're not necessarily working on your financial, your outcome, your material abundance, but you're working on your internal happiness and your internal abundance so that you can then have that reflect on your outside. Okay. So, because generally, how should I say this? Generally, the inside reflects on the outside. Your inside, inside reality, there you go. Reality is reflected, on your outside reality. Okay. So with the Sun card, if you have all this lined up, it's definitely going to show on your external world, right? Because plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessing of life. When you set up your structure correctly, the way you are inside is definitely going to be reflected on the outside. Yes. Now the next card is the Ego card. Now the Ego card talks of the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. So the one thing that is suggested that you stay away from is getting caught up in fear and worry. It's moving away from that. Did we have a 10 of, no, the 10 was in, because in Aries' reading, they did have a 10 of winter. And so, in this case, it's not a 10 of winter, it's actually getting caught up in worry, in fear and worry. Yeah, getting caught up in fear and worry. That you're trying to stay very clearly away from. Now, once you do all that, when you are able to stay clear of worry and fear, you'll definitely be able to manifest this type of energy in your reality. Now, this is the King of Summer, which would be the King of Cups. So this might mean that you are becoming this person, or you are attracting this person into your reality. It says honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted individual. Though I have to mention that for you to attract this person into your reality, you first have to become it. You first have to portray this type of characteristics yourself. Okay? So, at the bottom, the King of Summer is a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in cultural or creative endeavors. Yes. So, once you get on the right vibration, once you become the person that you were meant to become, you are going to definitely be able to attract your counterpart, is what I'm getting. Then you have the World card. Now, the World card talks about completion. It says brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. What I say? What I say? Yeah. You've completed a cycle, and that is awesome. You completed a cycle, and you have become the Prince of Autumn-ish type of energy. Now, the Prince of Autumn is a very dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous individual. It says, cautious with wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. Yeah. You are all these things and more. Now, the next card is the Moon card. Now, the Moon card says, powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. Because you are being dependable, okay, and you are not letting go of something just because it's becoming just a tad tedious or a tad hard, and you are actually sticking the course until you figure it out, right? You will be able to have powerful intuitive epiphanies. You will be letting go of worry and fear. This reading has like once or twice already, if not 3 times, letting go of worry and fear, not focusing on worst case scenarios. Well, if you do all that, you will understand the truth of a situation. Something is coming to light, is what I'm getting. A secret that once was a secret is not such a secret anymore. Now, the next card is the Two of Autumn. Now, the Two of Autumn talks about bring fun to everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and unexpected talent for multitasking. I did mention that your inside reality is reflected on your outside reality. Alright? I'm going to make that little adjustment. So, if your inside reality is reflected on the outside reality, if you are having fun with everything you're doing, your outside reality needs to be fun, right? Because you are only attracting more fun things to you, which is amazing. Mike, if you have any questions, because I felt like that bit was a little I don't know if that was completely understandable. If it wasn't, let me know, I'll explain. Alright? So now, the next card is Justice. Now, Justice is Libra energy. And it says, take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decision. Yes. So, this might be in regards to a court case. This might also be in regards to that thing that came to light that you had difficulty understanding prior. If such is the case, you're definitely going to win in the end if you are patient and attentive. Okay? And I feel like it's in regards to dishonest association, because the 5 of Winter, which would be the 5 of Swords, says walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. Yes, something that isn't. And once you do walk away from this honest association, you will then be able to tap into the Star card energy, which says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. This also came out in Aries' reading. Yay! So once you do have justice and let go of the people that no longer are jiving with you, you will be able to tap into a wish. I guess this is some heavy energy because I'm yawning so much. In any case, so once you do reach the Star energy, you'll also be able, it is suggested that you manage your resources wisely. It says, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. Help out those who are less fortunate. Yes. Now that you are in a better place, you now can help other people along the way, if you know what I mean. Yes. Now, the next card is the Six of Summer. Now, the Six of Summer talks of children or childhood, the return of people or romances from the past, remembering things differently in a better or worse light than how they actually occurred. Yes. Which would be in regards to this Four of Autumn. My eye was going to the Four of Autumn. So, as that would be that when you were helping this person, you had a very skewed, possibly very skewed of the reality of what this person was experiencing or what you were experiencing with this person. So whatever it is, this is going to give way to this, which is, remember, is that now, okay, I feel like you're going to get some new information that's going to surprise you, and that will help you see things differently by remembering events differently in a better or worse light. In this case, I think that it's a better light, because the next card after the Six of Summer is the Princess of Summer, right? Which also came out in the Aries reading, who is a very gentle, sensitive, kind, and inexperienced individual. It says a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Yep. Though, excuse me. So, what is it? So, you're remembering things differently in a better or worse light than how they actually occurred. And that's why you're deciding to, like, get into innocence. Be innocent about it and roll with the punches. Okay? Now, because you've decided to let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. So this is going to be an important life-changing event which will be a situation that leads to significant opportunities. I feel like you know that you need to go back to innocence in order to really be able to get the most out of a situation. And was in this deck? Yes, the Five of Strings. So, like, the people around you are like, what are you doing? You're being an idiot. This is not the way it should be done. And you're like, hello. I know what I'm doing. And I'm going to do it anyway. So, you're going to come along with me, or you're just going to look at me. Right? You're just going to watch and not comment if you're not going to come along with me. So, my gorgeous Leos, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. in that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment. I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Leos, I was going to say Aries, my gorgeous Leos, that is all that I have for you guys this week. And with that being said, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.